Let's begin by getting our bodies comfortable, settled in a position that you'll be able to maintain without too much shifting around for the next 20 to 30 minutes. If you'd like to find something akin to a talit, something warm to keep you also feeling comfortable while we meditate, feel free to do so now. And we'll begin this morning with the first of the morning blessings from our traditional liturgy. Modeh ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam shehechazarta bi nishmati b'chemla rabba emunatecha. I'm grateful before you, eternal sovereign of life, for returning my breath and soul to me with graciousness and great trust. So as we settle into finding a space of gratitude for our breath, that thing that stays with us as long as we are alive, let's really feel into our breathing. Sometimes, even when we're meditating, we use our breathing as a tool to change our mental state, to change our neurological state, because deep breathing can slow your heartbeat, can make you feel more relaxed. But rather than using it as a tool right now, let's really feel each point of breath. From the breath hitting your nostrils as you breathe in, feeling it move up through your sinuses. Maybe you're a little stuffy this morning and the breath is moving whatever's up in your sinuses around a little bit and traveling down your throat, feeling the journey of the breath from your nostrils all the way down to your lungs. And of course, we can't actually feel our lungs, but we can feel our body's response to our lungs expanding. Sometimes with a deep breath, the expansion of the chest, that breath brings a sense of relief. Especially early in the morning, if this is your first deep breath, your lungs are expanding fully for the first time. I invite you to breathe out through your mouth and feel the journey of the breath from your lungs back up your throat, out through your mouth. And as deeply as you can, feel into this circular journey with each breath. In through your nostrils, this invisible gas filling the void created as your lungs expand, making its way through your upper body into your torso, and slowly making its way back out. As you focus in and identify on each moment within each breath, I'd like you to ask yourself a question. What is the breath? Is the breath the air that travels from outside to inside and then back out? Is the breath the expansion of the lungs, creating a bellows effect, sucking air in and then pushing it back out. It's the breath, the impulse underneath, the physiological movements, the desire for air. For in Hebrew, neshama, breath, means not only breath, but soul. And just as it's hard to precisely pin down at what point you're engaging in a breath, whether it's the decision to breathe in, the feeling of the breath coming in, traveling to your lungs, feeling of the breath exiting, or the entire process, which may be greater than the sum of its parts. So too is it difficult to pin down what soul means. And perhaps that underlying impulse, desire for air, the feeling of being quenched when you have enough air, the feeling of satiation, perhaps that is both breath and soul. Perhaps that is what we are all reaching for at any given moment, and that's what makes us human. And so we begin our days with this ancient ritual, expressing gratitude for this mysterious process. And as we express this gratitude, the process of breath, it opens up the rest of the processes in our body, some of which we're aware of and some of which we're not aware of, some that would continue unabated, whether we paid attention or not, some of which we wouldn't even notice if they abated, yet they would endanger our entire being. And as we continue to focus in on the mysterious journey of the air from the outside of us through our nostrils, filling our lungs, then breathing back out, rejoining where it once was. You can also note that this same motion is mirrored throughout our bodies, in our digestive tract, in the way the blood circulates through our body, something entering from the outside, creating something new on the inside, and being expelled once again to the outside. And the most miraculous part of all of it is, unless we truly try to pay attention, we don't even notice necessarily that it's happening. Praise to you, Adonai, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. It is well known for your eternal seat that one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it would be impossible to continue and stand in this life. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wonders. And still in this great process that eventually adds up to our entire existence, the many different pieces of our body working together to maintain our existence in life. Our ritual text tells us to return to breath once again, to remind us that ultimately that breath is the seat of mystery of life. It's the beginning and the end. The first moment of life we count as an infant's first breath. And the last moment of life we count as a person's last breath. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi atavrata ta yitzarta ta nefachta bi veta mishamra bekir bi kol zman sheneshama bekir bi modeh ani lefanecha Adonai Elohai ve'Elohei avotai v'imotai Ribon kol hamasim Adon kol hanishamot Baruch atah Adonai Asher beyado Nefesh kol chai Veruach kol basar ish. My God, the soul breath you have given me is pure. You created it and shaped it and breathed it into me and protect it within me. For as long as my soul breath is within me, I offer thanks to you, Adonai, the Sovereign One, the one recognized by my ancestors, source of all creation, sovereign of all souls. Praised are you, Adonai, in whose hand is every living soul breath and the breath of humankind. Not only is breath a miracle that we experience as humans, but it is also the miracle underlying all life. That repetitive in and out motion of inhale and exhale keeps us alive, keeps plants alive, keeps even tiny microbiological beings in the ocean alive. It's the rhythm of life itself, echoed within our bodies, echoed throughout creation. A secret message to each of us that this is the motion of creation. This motion also reflects itself in our sleeping patterns. Going to sleep is like a great exhale, letting go of the world around us, letting go of sensory input and falling into that mysterious space within us. Space of dreams that our ancestors saw as communication from the divine. Sometimes still we find divine messages in those dreams. And the real challenge is finding those divine messages in our waking life. Yet each morning we awaken, are given the ability to distinguish day from night, able to recognize the difference between dream and life, and hopefully able to bring the same mind of meaning searching for the source of purpose in our life, to both dream and life, to distinguish between that which we ought not pay attention to and that which calls our attention, that is, divine speaking to us in the divine's own language through our dreams and through our waking life. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan l'sachri vina lavhin ben yom uvein laila. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who's given the mind the ability to distinguish day from night. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivrim. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who gives us the vision to find the holy in everything. And as we approach our days, moving from our beds where our bodies remain still, hopefully very still, while we sleep, we wake up to bodies that need a little attention as we enter into our day, moving from the captivity of night in which our muscles relax and no longer move to a day in which they're all necessary for getting us through each moment. I invite you now to realign your body in whatever way you are seated or laying down. Maybe roll your shoulders back gently. Sit up a little straighter or stretch out a little farther if you're laying down. So you can feel into the ways in which your waking body is looking to stretch and free itself of the night of sleep. You stretch your arms out to the sides gently, spreading your fingers, not pushing beyond your point of comfort. If anything starts to hurt, immediately returning back to where it was before the pain. With your arms stretched out, taking another deep breath in, feeling it fill your chest. Tilting your head back as well. Breathing out. Feeling the muscles of your body activate. And if you can and it's comfortable, stretching your legs too. Sticking your feet out and rotating them very, very slowly and gently. Waking up the muscles of your ankles and your calves. Bending your knees slowly, feeling your thigh muscles contract, your hamstrings, feeling each muscle and tendon, wherever it is today, working as well as it can. Feeling how each breath allows you this movement. Without your breath, the movement would be impossible. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who frees the captive. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, zokef kefufim. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who straightens the bent. Now that we are gently situated in our bodies, feeling grateful for whatever movement they allow today, I invite you, if you can, put your feet on the floor. And if you're laying down, that doesn't really work. I invite you to imagine whatever it is that is supporting your body, be it the bed, a couch, the floor. Think about what is supporting it, the floor beneath it. Maybe you're in an apartment and you're many floors up. And each floor supporting the floor above it, moving all the way down to the earth. Without the stability of the earth below, no matter how high up you are, the floor you rely upon itself would be unstable. The reliability of the earth, solidness of the earth upholding us, is not to be taken for granted. It's another aspect of our world that, just like our breath, which returns to us every morning, allows for us to exist. The earth were unstable, we'd have nowhere to be. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who stretches the earth over the waters. With each moment we exist on the stable earth, we stretch down to meet it. Whatever form of mobility we use, each act of movement, each step reaches down to greet the earth as the earth reaches up to greet us. Constant push and pull, just as with breath. Both reliant upon each other to notice, to support, to activate that gratitude that underlies all Jewish practice, underlies our very name, Yehuda, grateful one. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamechin mitzadei gaver. Not only does the world provide us with stability for our movement, but outside of us, we take in objects that clothe our body, without which we still could not persist. Our fragile bodies necessitate clothing to survive the weather, both the heat and the cold, to protect us from rocks, glass, sunlight, wind. And without our clothing, in total nakedness, we also could not survive. Torah teaches that the first thing that happened when Adam and Eve became aware was that God made them clothes. However strange it may be that humans need to clothe ourselves in whatever fibers we can find, it's an integral part of our existence. It's another way that we engage with the world around us and rely upon it to provide for us all that we need. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish harumim. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who clothes the naked. As we come to the end of this journey of gratitude for all of the small things that allow us to persist in the world. Our breath, our bodies, circulatory systems, the very earth beneath us. The clothing keeps us warm and protected. Our mind's ability to discern meaning in the world around us as well as in dreams. I invite you to move your body a little bit again. Feel the strength within your muscles, the vibrancy that sleep brings to you upon waking. You're now prepared for a day of activity, whatever may be ahead of you. That your weariness, at least for the moment, is subsided. And that the slumber that maintained your eyes being closed, cut off from the light around you during the night, has been wiped away, allowing you to once again engage in the world. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who gives strength to the weary. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, ma'avir she'eina me'enai, u'tnuma me'af apai. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who removes sleep from the eyes, slumber from the eyelids. I invite you to slowly make your way fully back into your body, fully back into your eyes, your ears, allowing your perception to return to the world around you, hopefully charged anew with the gratitude of our morning blessings. Boker Tov.